You are standing at the threshold of greatness. Right now, as you listen to this, you are on the brink of discovering the hidden truths that the world's wealthiest people never reveal. What if I told you that everything you've been told about success is incomplete? That the real key to unlocking extraordinary wealth and living a life of limitless abundance is not hidden in business secrets, stock market tips, or million-dollar investments, but in something far more powerful, far more accessible? The truth is simple. It's all in your mind. Think about it. Every single person who has ever amassed extraordinary wealth, people like Henry Ford, Andrew Carnegie, Thomas Edison, and even Walt Disney, had one thing in common. They didn't just think big, they thought differently. They understood something that 99% of the world never will. And that thing, that secret, isn't something you'll find in any financial strategy or get-rich-quick scheme. It's a mindset that sees beyond obstacles and setbacks. A mindset that turns failure into opportunity, rejection into fuel for your fire, and adversity into the very foundation of success. But here's the catch. This mindset isn't just about positive thinking. It's not about wishful dreams or empty affirmations. No, it's about radical belief. Belief that, despite the odds, you can rise above, you can conquer, and you can do what most people only dream about. It's the belief that your vision is worth more than any doubt, any fear, or any limitation that has ever held you back. And when you truly believe in your vision, when you commit to your purpose with absolute clarity, the universe opens up to you in ways you can't even imagine. The secret that millionaires never tell you is not about finding a shortcut to wealth. It's about understanding the power of your own belief and using that belief to create opportunities where others see only barriers. The power of belief is the first step on your journey. Belief is the foundation of everything. It's the force that drives you to wake up every day and take action, even when the road is difficult, even when the results aren't immediate. It's what separates those who stay stuck in mediocrity from those who push forward and carve their own path to extraordinary success. This isn't just about thinking positively. It's about a deep, unshakable conviction in your own ability to succeed. When you have that, nothing, no challenge, no failure, no fear can stop you. But belief alone is not enough. You need to believe with clarity. Clarity of purpose is the next secret the rich and successful have mastered. When Henry Ford built his empire, when Andrew Carnegie revolutionized steel, and when Thomas Edison invented the electric light bulb, they didn't just have a vague idea of what they wanted to do. They had absolute clarity of vision. They knew exactly what they were working towards, and they believed so fiercely in their vision that no obstacle, no matter how big, could deter them. Clarity is the compass that guides your actions. Without clarity, you're like a ship without a rudder, drifting aimlessly. But with clarity, every decision, every step you take is aligned with your vision. You become unstoppable. People like Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, and Jeff Bezos, these modern-day titans, understood the power of clarity. They didn't just want to build companies. They wanted to change the world. They saw beyond the present moment, beyond the obstacles, and envisioned a future that others couldn't even fathom. And they didn't stop until they made it a reality that if you want to be wealthy, if you want to build a legacy of success like the millionaires who came before you, you must first believe in your vision with unwavering clarity. And yet, belief and clarity aren't enough on their own. You must also have the discipline to take consistent action. Discipline is the bridge between your dreams and reality. It's the force that keeps you moving forward, even when the journey gets tough. It's the ability to stay focused on the long-term goal while staying grounded in the present moment. Discipline means doing the work, even when you don't feel like it. It means showing up every single day, even when the results aren't immediate. It means keeping your eyes on the prize, even when the road is filled with setbacks. This is where the millionaires separate themselves from the rest of the world. They don't just wait for opportunities to come to them. They create their own opportunities through relentless, disciplined action. Think about the greats of history. Edison failed over 1,000 times before he successfully invented the light bulb. Ford revolutionized the automobile industry not by waiting for the perfect moment, but by making every single moment count. He worked tirelessly to perfect his vision, and that is why they succeeded. They understood that success doesn't come overnight. It comes from the daily, often grueling work that you put in, but discipline alone isn't enough. You must be adaptable. Adaptability is the secret weapon of the successful. Things will not always go according to plan. Life will throw challenges at you, and sometimes you will fail. But those who succeed are the ones who adapt to changing circumstances, who learn from their mistakes, and who continuously evolve. Andrew Carnegie didn't start as a wealthy businessman. He came from humble beginnings. He didn't succeed because everything went perfectly. He succeeded because he had the ability to adapt, to pivot when necessary, and to turn obstacles into stepping stones. The most successful people in the world, whether they're entrepreneurs, athletes, or artists, are not those who avoid failure, but those who are able to learn from failure and adapt in ways that others can't. You see, adaptability is the key to long-term success. If you're willing to embrace change, to pivot when things aren't working, and to learn from every setback, you will become unstoppable. The world will change around you, but you will remain steadfast, growing stronger with each new challenge. Now, all of this, the belief, the clarity, the discipline, the adaptability, must be underpinned by one final, crucial principle: gratitude. Gratitude is the attitude that attracts more abundance. The rich understand that everything they have, every success, every opportunity, every blessing, is a result of the choices they made and the people they encountered along the way. And so, they express gratitude. They recognize that success is not achieved alone, but with the help of others, through hard work, and by seizing the right opportunities. Gratitude does something incredible. It shifts your mindset. It keeps you humble, yet empowered. It reminds you that even in your struggles, you have much to be thankful for. And the more you express gratitude, the more you open yourself up to receiving even greater opportunities. The most successful people in the world are not those who hoard their success. They're those who give back, who show gratitude, and who lift others up along the way. They understand that success is not just about wealth, it's about impact. When you approach life with gratitude, you don't just attract material wealth. You attract a wealth of opportunities, relationships, and experiences that will take you to heights you never thought possible. So, let's recap the secret millionaires never tell you. It's not about the money, the luck, or the perfect timing. It's about mastering your mindset. It's about radical belief, unshakable clarity, relentless discipline, adaptability, and above all, gratitude. When you embrace these principles, you won't just find success, you will create it. And when you do, remember, the world won't just change for you. It will change through you as you continue this journey. Understand that the road will not always be smooth. But that's the beauty of it. The greatest accomplishments of history have come from those who persevered through adversity. Every great fortune, every massive breakthrough, every legacy left behind was built on a foundation of resilience. Resilience is the muscle that strengthens with every challenge faced. It is not about avoiding failure. It's about using failure as a tool for growth. The people who achieve greatness are not the ones who are immune to obstacles, but the ones who develop an unshakable inner strength that allows them to rise every time they fall. Think about the story of Thomas Edison. He failed countless times before creating the light bulb, but he didn't let those failures define him. Instead, he let them shape him into the person capable of achieving greatness. And here's the key: every failure, every challenge, every moment of doubt is not a sign to quit. It's a signal to keep going, to push harder, to dig deeper. Resilience is not something you are born with. It's something you build. It's the act of refusing to give up, even when the odds seem stacked against you. And when you combine resilience with the power of self-discipline, you become a force to be reckoned with. You'll realize that obstacles don't stop you. They empower you. They teach you the lessons you need to grow stronger. The greatest entrepreneurs, innovators, and thinkers of our time did not rise to success because the path was easy. They rose because they were willing to endure, to fight, to stay disciplined when everyone else was distracted. The combination of resilience and discipline will carry you forward. But there's one more element that you must master: the ability to see beyond the present moment. It's easy to get caught up in the small problems of today, the things that seem so urgent, the obstacles that feel like mountains. But the secret millionaires understand that these momentary struggles are just part of a much bigger picture. They're not living for today. They're living for the future they are creating. Every action, every step, every decision is aligned with the vision they have for their lives. They don't get distracted by the small stuff because they know the bigger picture will carry them. They see their future as already inevitable, and they take every necessary action to align themselves with that vision. That's what it means to live with purpose. Purpose is the driving force that pushes you to keep going when others give up. It's what fuels your vision and turns it into a reality. When you have a clear purpose, nothing can sway you from your path. You become immune to distractions, resistant to the opinions of others, and unstoppable in your pursuit of your goals. Purpose is the engine behind every successful endeavor. It turns dreams into plans and plans into action. It gives you the clarity you need to make decisions, the focus to stay on course, and the determination to see things through no matter the hurdles. But there's something else that ties it all together: the willingness to learn. Learning is the gateway to growth, and growth is the foundation of success. You must be willing to evolve, to expand your knowledge, and to improve every day. Success is not a destination, it's a process. It's a continual journey of self-improvement, of gaining more insight, of becoming a better version of yourself with each step. When Warren Buffett speaks of his success, he doesn't just talk about business tactics or financial strategies. He talks about the habit of constant learning. He reads for hours each day. He learns from his mistakes. He adapts and evolves. This is a key element that the richest people have in common. They never stop learning. And in this process of constant evolution, something incredible happens. You develop a growth mindset. With a growth mindset, challenges are no longer obstacles. They are opportunities. Failures are no longer defeats. They are lessons. You stop looking for reasons why you can't, and you start looking for ways to make it happen. But growth requires one more crucial ingredient, one that many overlook, yet is essential to true success: self-belief. Without belief in yourself, all the vision, all the clarity, all the action in the world won't make a difference. If you don't believe that you deserve success, that you are capable of achieving greatness, you will never take the actions necessary to make your dreams a reality. You will hesitate, second-guess, and doubt yourself at every turn. Self-belief is the cornerstone of success. It is the unwavering confidence that no matter how many times you fail, no matter how many doors close in your face, you will keep going because you believe in yourself. You believe in your vision. You believe that success is inevitable, and that belief is what will carry you through the tough times. So, what does all of this mean? It means that success isn't something that happens by chance. It isn't the result of luck, timing, or fate. Success is the result of a mindset that believes in the power of resilience, in the clarity of purpose, in the discipline of action, in the adaptability of change, and in the power of learning and growth. The truth is simple. You have everything you need within you right now. The power to change your life, to transform your future, to build the life you've always dreamed of. It's all within you. You don't need to wait for the perfect moment. You don't need to find the right opportunity. You need to believe in yourself, get clear on your vision, and take disciplined action every single day. That's what the secret millionaires never tell you. The real power lies. They didn't succeed because of something outside of themselves. They succeeded because they understood that their mind, their belief, and their purpose were the true driving forces behind their success. And now, it's your turn. The power is in your hands. What you choose to do with it will determine your future. Take that power, believe in it, and let it guide you to greatness. As you stand on the edge of this realization, you might be asking yourself, how do I move from where I am now to where I want to be? How do you start? How do you transform this raw potential, this newfound understanding of your power, into something real? The first step is action, unwavering, relentless action. But not just any action, the right action, the kind of action that is aligned with your purpose, your vision, and your goals. Too often, people take action without clarity. They hustle without direction, driven by the need to do something, but they don't take the time to understand what they're doing and why they're doing it. That's why most fail. They're busy, but they're not effective. The successful people, the millionaires, the innovators, the game changers, understand that action without purpose is wasted energy. It's like a ship sailing without a rudder, moving but not going anywhere. They don't just take any action. They take deliberate action. Every step they take is a step toward their vision. They are guided by a clear understanding of where they are headed, and each decision they make is a building block in the foundation of their future. This brings us to intention, the fuel that powers your action. Every step you take, every move you make, must be driven by a burning intention to get closer to your goals. The people who succeed don't just do things, they do them with intention. Intention is powerful because it's rooted in belief. When you believe in your vision with every fiber of your being, your actions become a natural extension of that belief. You won't hesitate. You won't question your worth or your abilities. You won't waste time second-guessing yourself. You will act with purpose, with clarity, and with the conviction that every step you take is a step closer to your success. But even the best intentions, the clearest actions, and the most disciplined work aren't enough on their own. There's another critical factor that determines whether you'll succeed or fail: resilience. Resilience is the quality that allows you to bounce back when you've been knocked down. It's the inner strength that keeps you going when the going gets tough. And it's something every successful person has mastered. Every single person who has ever achieved greatness has faced adversity. Every person who has built an empire, invented something world-changing, or revolutionized an industry has experienced rejection, failure, and disappointment. But here's the difference. Successful people don't let those setbacks stop them. They use them. They take their failures, their rejections, their pain, and they turn it into fuel for their next move. They don't just keep going. They learn from every obstacle they face, using it as a stepping stone to their next success. Let me remind you of something important. Failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is part of success. Every failure is a lesson, and the faster you learn from it, the faster you move towards success. It's not about avoiding failure. It's about facing it head-on and using it to propel you forward. That's the mindset that millionaires have. That's the mindset that will allow you to transform your life. Another vital element to success that often goes unspoken is the power of sacrifice. Now, this is something the millionaires understand, even if they don't say it out loud. Success doesn't come without sacrifice. You will have to give up things, comforts, short-term pleasures, instant gratification for long-term gain. This is a truth that many people overlook. They think that success is a simple formula or a quick fix. But in reality, it requires hard work, long hours, and a willingness to sacrifice the present for the future. Sacrifice is the price you pay for greatness. It's about doing what others aren't willing to do, going the extra mile when everyone else has stopped, and staying disciplined when it's easier to quit. Sacrifice isn't about deprivation. It's about making a conscious choice to prioritize your goals over temporary distractions. It's about saying no to things that will pull you away from your vision. It's about choosing to focus on what truly matters, even when it's hard. And trust me, the sacrifice will pay off. When you're reaping the rewards of your hard work, you'll see that every moment of sacrifice was worth it. Now, let's talk about vision. Without vision, all of this work, all of this action, and all of this sacrifice means nothing. Vision is the spark that ignites the fire within you. It's the picture of the future that you're working toward. It's the reason why you wake up every morning and push through the challenge. Your vision is your guiding light. It is your North Star. When you lose sight of your vision, you lose your way. When the road gets tough, your vision will pull you through. When people tell you that your dreams are impossible, your vision will remind you that nothing is out of reach. The key to building a successful life is not just working hard. It's working with vision. It's having the clarity to know exactly what you're working towards. When you have a clear vision, you'll have the energy, the passion, and the resilience to keep moving forward, no matter what. Your vision will be the reason you never quit. But there's one last truth that the secret millionaires never tell you, and it's perhaps the most important of all. Wealth is not just about money. It's about impact. True wealth is measured by the lives you touch, the difference you make, and the legacy you leave behind. Think about it. The wealthiest people in the world are not just hoarding money for themselves. They are creating opportunities, building businesses that solve problems, and investing in projects that make a difference. The richest people understand that wealth is a byproduct of service. The more value you provide, the more wealth you will accumulate. As you walk the path toward success, remember that it's not just about what you gain, it's about what you give. Focus on the impact you can make. Focus on solving problems, creating value, and making the world a better place. That's the true meaning of wealth. Now, I want you to stand up, look in the mirror, and remind yourself of this. You have everything you need within you to create the life you want. All it takes is belief, clarity, discipline, resilience, sacrifice, vision, and the commitment to make a difference. The secret millionaires never tell you is that the only thing standing between you and your success is you. You have the power to change your life, to create wealth, and to leave a legacy. All you have to do is believe it. Now go out there and make it happen. The world is waiting for you. As you move forward with the knowledge that your success lies within your hands, there will be moments when doubt creeps in. That is inevitable. No one is immune to the fear of failure, to the voice inside that questions if they are truly capable of achieving greatness. But understand this. Doubt is not a signal to stop. It's a signal to persevere. The most successful people in history have all faced doubt. Abraham Lincoln, who failed multiple times before he became president. Walt Disney, who was told he lacked imagination. Steve Jobs, who was fired from the company he founded. These people didn't let doubt stop them. They used it as fuel. Fuel for their vision, fuel for their determination, fuel for their belief that the world was theirs to change. The key is not to ignore doubt, but to embrace it. Use it as a signpost that you're on the right path. If you're not experiencing doubt, if you're not feeling the weight of uncertainty, then you're likely not pushing yourself hard enough. Doubt is the price of ambition. When you aim high, when you push for more than what you currently have, doubt will follow. The question is, will you let it defeat you, or will you let it drive you forward? Resilience, the ability to bounce back from these moments, is what will propel you into your future. It's like a muscle that grows stronger the more you use it. The more you face rejection, failure, and adversity, the more resilient you become. And every time you rise, you become more unstoppable. You realize that no setback, no challenge, and no person can take away your ability to keep going. Resilience is the force that will turn your dreams into reality. But resilience, belief, and vision alone will only get you so far. The final piece of this success puzzle is one that most people overlook, but it's one of the most powerful. Gratitude. Yes, gratitude. You might wonder, how could something as simple as gratitude hold the key to success? Well, the truth is that gratitude shifts your entire perspective. It takes you from a place of lack, of focusing on what you don't have, to a place of abundance, of realizing how much you've already accomplished, how much you've already been given. Gratitude is a magnet for more success. When you're grateful for the progress you've made, for the lessons you've learned, and for the opportunities that come your way, you attract more of the same. People who are grateful don't just see the challenges. They see the lessons, they see the opportunities, and they see the ways in which they've grown. The most successful people in the world live with an attitude of gratitude, and that gratitude becomes the soil in which more success can grow. They're grateful for their failures, grateful for their struggles, and most importantly, grateful for the chance to make a difference. When you embrace gratitude, it shifts you out of a mindset of scarcity and into a mindset of abundance. You stop focusing on what's missing in your life, and you start focusing on what you already have and how much more is possible. It puts you in a state of mind that is open to receiving, open to new opportunities, and open to new levels of success. But don't mistake this for passivity. Gratitude is not about being content with mediocrity. It's about acknowledging the gifts you have, even as you strive for more. It's the deep understanding that your life is rich with possibilities and that the universe is always bringing you exactly what you need at the right time. The truth is, success is not just about what you do. It's about who you become in the process. It's about growing into the person who can handle and deserve the success you seek. And that person is built through belief, clarity, discipline, resilience, learning, and gratitude. As you continue to chase your vision, remember that success is not a straight line. It's a series of curves, hills, valleys, and moments of intense growth. But every step you take, every decision you make, every challenge you overcome is another step closer to your greatness. You are becoming the person you were meant to be. The person who sees opportunity where others see obstacles. The person who uses failure as a stepping stone. The person who can turn dreams into reality. And that person, the one who believes in their vision with absolute clarity, who takes disciplined action, who adapts, who learns, and who remains resilient through every storm is unstoppable. The secret millionaires never tell you is simple. You already have everything you need to create the life you desire. What separates you from the wealth, the success, and the life of your dreams is your willingness to believe, to act, and to stay committed to your vision, no matter what. Now it's time to stop dreaming and start doing. You are capable, you are worthy, and you are ready. The world is waiting for you. The future is yours. So, what will you do with this moment? Will you let fear or doubt stop you? Or will you take the next step with full confidence and create the life you are meant to live? The choice is yours. Success is not something you wait for. Success is something you create. That you've already taken the first step simply by choosing to believe that success is possible. So many people never take this step. They live in the shadows of their own doubts and fears, never daring to believe that their dreams can become reality. But you've already broken through that barrier. You've realized that success is not just reserved for a select few. It's available to anyone who dares to reach. The key to sustaining your momentum is to stay committed, not just for a week, a month, or even a year, but for the long haul. True success is not a sprint. It's a marathon. It requires endurance, grit, and the ability to weather storms that will inevitably come. But when you have a vision that pulls you forward, when you have a purpose that burns brighter than any temporary setback, nothing will be able to stop you. This is the difference between those who achieve greatness and those who fall short. Commitment. Commitment to your vision. Commitment to your growth. Commitment to the process. And most importantly, commitment to never giving up. The road will be long. There will be moments when you will doubt yourself. There will be days when you question whether it's worth it, whether you're making any progress at all. But in those moments, you must remember your why, the reason you started this journey in the first place. Your purpose is your anchor. It's the thing that will hold you steady when the winds of doubt and fear try to knock you off course. Think about the greats, the ones who accomplished the impossible. Walt Disney was fired from a newspaper for lacking imagination. Oprah Winfrey was told she wasn't fit for television. Steve Jobs was ousted from the very company he founded. They faced rejection after rejection, setback after setback, and yet they stayed committed. They knew their purpose was bigger than the challenges they faced, and they pushed forward with an unshakable belief that they were meant for something more, that if you want to be successful, you must do the same. You must believe in your purpose so fully that no setback, no rejection, and no failure can shake your belief. Success is not about avoiding failure. It's about embracing it as a necessary part of the journey. Each failure teaches you something. Each obstacle strengthens. Every difficulty you face is shaping you into the person who is capable of achieving your goals. But here's something crucial that the millionaires understand and that many people overlook. Success is not just about money. It's about impact. It's about the difference you make in the world. It's about leaving a legacy that goes beyond material wealth. Millionaires, billionaires, and world changers are not motivated solely by the desire to accumulate wealth. They're motivated by the desire to change lives. When you make a difference, when you create something that adds value to the world, that's when the true rewards come. Wealth, success, and abundance are simply the byproducts of creating value. The more value you offer, the more wealth you will receive in return. This isn't just about money. It's about creating something meaningful, something that matters. It's about having a purpose greater than yourself, one that serves others and elevates you in the process. Take a moment and reflect on this. What impact do you want to make in this world? The answer to that question will guide you in every decision, every action, and every step you take. The most successful people in history didn't simply focus on getting ahead. They focused on making the world better. And in doing so, they created massive wealth, not just for themselves, but for countless others. As you move forward on your journey, remember that success is not about you alone. It's about the impact you make. It's about helping others, lifting others, and creating a ripple effect that extends far beyond your own. The secret millionaires never tell you this. True wealth is the result of serving others. The more value you create, the more wealth will flow into your life. And the more people you help, the more success you will experience. Now, take this moment to commit. Commit to creating value. Commit to serving others. Commit to making a difference in the world. When you align yourself with this mindset, when you focus on providing value and creating impact, you will discover that success follows you effortlessly. There's a saying that goes, success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. And this is the truth. When you pursue your goals with a focus on creating value, you'll find that happiness comes naturally. Because when you're serving others and making a difference, you can't help but feel fulfilled. This is why the wealthiest people in the world don't just hoard their money. They invest in ideas, they invest in people, and they invest in the future. They understand that true wealth is found in the value you create and the lives you touch. But it all begins with one thing: your mindset. If you believe in yourself, if you embrace the power of belief, clarity, discipline, resilience, and gratitude, then success is already within your reach. And as you continue to believe in your vision, take disciplined action, and stay committed to your purpose, you will watch as your dreams unfold in ways you never thought possible. You are not made to be average. You are not made to live a life of mediocrity. You are made to be extraordinary. And now, the world is waiting for you to rise and make your mark. The time to act is now. Your future is already in the making. You are the creator of your destiny. The millionaires never tell you this because they know you must figure it out for yourself. But now you know the secret. Your mindset is everything. Believe in it and make your success inevitable.